Good morning, everybody. I don't know what day it is, but it is Monday, and it is Scorpio full moon energy. I believe we peak tomorrow, but there's a lot going on this week, astrologically speaking, and we're going to get into that. But first things first, my beautiful friends who have woken up feeling a little extra this morning, let's do some grounding and clear energy, shall we? So just go ahead if you're able. If you're driving, obviously don't do it. Just go ahead and close your eyes. Settle into your body. Roll your shoulders up to your ears and down your back. Tap into your belly. Ask your belly to soften and release. Let go of your jaw. Let go of your throat. Let go of your temples. And we're going to take 3 deep clearing breaths together, in through your nose and releasing through your mouth. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. One more time. Beautiful. And you can keep your eyes closed, but just take your fingertips and place them on your chest, your breastbone, and just tap, feeling into your body, and repeat after me in your head or out loud. I am here in my body. I am safe and I am supported. I validate my feelings and emotions. I am not my feelings and emotions. I call all of my energy in to my body at this time. I call all of my energy in to be cleared and grounded into earth energy. I am always where I need to be. I am always enough. I am always loved. I am connected above and below through time and space. I am. Go ahead and press your hands to your heart center. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go. All right. I feel better now. I hope you feel better too. It's always nice just to take a minute, jump back in that body. It helps attitudes all the time. So let's talk about this energy. Scorpio full moon at any other point in time will always be kind of extra because that's what Scorpio does. It is one of the 3 water signs ruling the house of emotions, right? And Scorpio is the water sign that likes to get down into the dark and deep. You can't hide anything from Scorpio. So if you're bopping around during Scorpio full moon, pretending that something is something when it isn't, that's not going to feel good. So any dissonance within yourself right now is bound to be amplified a lot. So if you're feeling that kind of tension within your body and within your mind, it may be time to look at what you are not wanting to look at or admit to yourself, because Scorpio full moon doesn't have any chill about that, okay? Now, of course, always a choice. You always have the choice to do your work or not do your work, to address the situation or not address it. But understand that you will hit tension points, right? And Scorpio full moon is going to be a tension point for getting you into closer alignment with your truth. So we're in this now. Now, really, we are. And I wonder what day it is. What day is it? Can someone tell me like the actual number date? I just can't. My brain cannot even begin to think of it. And I have nothing here that will tell me. Is it the 26th or the 25th? That will make a difference. Thank you. Thank you, babe. Okay. So that means tomorrow we hit Pluto retrograde. close to the same time we hit the peak of this full moon. Thank you, everybody. So we actually talked about this in our full moon call yesterday, and this is a big deal. All right. So you can harness this wacky energy. Everyone's like 26, Sarah. You can harness this energy of this Scorpio full moon to really kick off your Pluto retrograde. And Pluto's going to be retrograde for 5 months. So it's not going to be a flash in the pan kind of thing. And Pluto is asking you, where are you giving away your power? Where are you lying to yourself? And how can you create a home for yourself around you that is conducive and nurturing to who you have become, not who you were? That's what we're looking at now. Who are you now? Because you may have a lot of outdated ways of caring for yourself that were perfectly fine 10 years ago, but are not relevant to who you are now. And if that's what you're in, it's time to update them. And we have to update them all the time because we're growing so fast, right? So full moon, for this full moon, it is a no stone unturned kind of energy. We're going deep. We're going deep. And if you're feeling a little ragey today, it's probably because in your, time when you sleep, in your dream time, you've been pulling some stuff up. I know I have. Basically, all of my dreams lately have been my most fantastic projections that other people are feeling about me, or things I'm guilty about, things I'm thinking about doing but not sure if I should, all of that kind of stuff, just kind of coming right up to the surface. And then I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I don't know who I'm mad at, but I'm mad at somebody. Somebody's gonna get it. And that's not a very lovely way to wake up in the morning, obviously, but work is being done. Work is being done. So are you going to look at these things? Are you going to take that time to ask yourself, where in my life am I not telling myself the truth? And that's what we did last night. It was a two-parter for the moon call. And that's what we're asking ourselves. Where in my life am I lying to myself? And am I ready to stop? Because that's actually the most important question. It's true, once you see the places that you've been dishonest with yourself, you can't unsee them, right? But you also have to ask yourself, what are the reasons that I've been dishonest with myself? What are the reasons that I've been lying about my true feelings? They're likely big ones that stem from something in your life that gave you trauma. And you are protecting yourself from receiving more of that trauma. So we are being respectful of whatever mechanisms, whatever structures you have built around you up until this time that have become your behavior patterns, because they're there for a reason. They happened for a reason. So we're not saying, wow, I can't believe I did that. We're saying, here's why I did it. Am I ready to not do it anymore? Do I feel strong enough at this time to step out on my own and say, this is who I am now? Because you all have this opportunity now to do that, to step out into the world and say, this is who I am now. I am not my traumas. I am not my feelings and emotions. I am not anything except who I say I am. You don't get to say who I am. You don't get to say who I am. And certainly nothing outside of me gets to define me. I am now back in the driver's seat and I am defining myself. And I'm allowed to do that. And the cool thing about this, sorry, that's a terrible word for this, but the amazing thing about this is that when you start to self-define, you actually create magical spells for yourself, right? And the other tricky thing about this is you've been self-defining this whole time. You just haven't realized it. You've taken other people's definitions and spoken them for yourself. You've taken other people's projections and used them as your own. So now it's time to stop doing that and make your own. How are you defining yourself today, right? And do you allow yourself space to wake up tomorrow and do it completely differently? Because that's actually allowed. you are allowed to do that. And if you have been told that you are not allowed to do that, that sounds to me very controlling. Very controlling. It sounds like there's something trying to control you. What is it? Is it your fear? Is it you not wanting to upset those around you? Are the people around you throwing their trauma responses all over you and making you feel like you can't speak your truth? Probably. It's something we do habitually. So looking at all of those things and saying, okay, I'm choosing to decide who I am now. And it's fine that I haven't been doing that for however many years, because now I am. And now I understand how. And think about the wide amount of knowledge you have amassed up until this point through all of the experiences that you've had. Do you want to give up any of that knowledge? I mean, maybe some, but not all of it, right? So value yourself. Value what you have. Value the experiences that you hold that make you so unique, that make you a person that other people can be around and enjoy and learn from and feel supported by. You being the person that you needed back in the day is the goal, because you have that ability now, right? You see things differently than anyone else has ever seen them. Each and every one of you sees things uniquely, and that is your superpower. So allowing yourself to grow into that and to lean into that and to define yourself with that is going to give you that much more confidence to move through this incredible wave of Scorpio energy that is asking you to do that. If you stop fighting it, it'll stop feeling so shitty, right? Because it's taking you down, right? Scorpio full moon is like, hey, take a deep breath. You ready? And down we go. And if you didn't take the deep breath, you're going to get some water in your lungs, most likely, because Scorpio's not coming back up until you see the thing. So if you're ready to play, let's play. If not, be honest with yourself and say, I'm sitting this one out, and realize it's going to feel really uncomfortable with my body and my emotions, but it will pass, right? Let's hope we're not doing that though. I think we're all on the same page where we're like, let's go. So moving on to this week, when Pluto goes retrograde, I want to explain retrograde to you again in a way that's been coming through that makes a lot of sense to me. We've been talking about the ebb and the flow and how important both of those movements are, right? Same with the planets. Your retrograde phase is the ebb. We need it. The ebb moves us back and lets us review how far we've come. It lets us assess. It lets us say, okay, there's this part here that I'm not really sure about. Let's dig in there a little bit. Let's adjust. It gives you time, right? And so allow yourself to have that. Allow yourself to not fight it, because Pluto retrograde is not going to be one of those like violent retrograde periods. And reminding you, this happens every year, right? This is not like just a 2021 thing, but 2021 energy amplifies everything. So there is that. But this Pluto retrograde happens every year. So we have this opportunity every year to reassess our homes. And when I say home, I mean your safe space. I mean the soil you've planted yourself. I mean the light that's coming through the windows. I mean the noises around you and the people who feed you. Is this good for you? Does it feel right? And where have you been lying to yourself? Where is your ego completely taken over? Where are you allowing your relationships to control you? And where are you controlling relationships? Where are you not in flow? What's stuck, right? And as I was telling restoration members last night, this is not something that you're going to need to sit down and be like, okay, I need to figure it out right now. Like, let me write down all the ways. No, you don't need to do that. You're in flow, right? It's 5 months, friends. Like, this is going to happen. It'll happen organically. If you continually wake up in the morning, choose yourself, choose to act from your heart, and choose your own sovereignty. Choosing that every single day and reminding yourself that you're in this. and you are in control of you. That is going to put you wherever you need to be to receive the best and highest healing that you need at this time, and will also perfectly position you to receive any opportunities that are coming your way that might be fun for you to tap into. That is all you need to do. It sounds like really simple. We know it's not, but it actually kind of is. Because once you start doing it, once you start waking up in the morning and saying, yeah, like I'm pretty awesome and I'm just gonna do my awesomeness over here. And if you don't like it, go away, because there's plenty of people who will be into it and things don't bother you that much, right? There can be chaos around you. The world can be chaotic and is and will be getting more so. You don't need to hold that chaos, and you don't need to let it move through your body. It doesn't need to go there. You get to decide the energy that comes into this precious sanctum. You get to decide that. And you also get to have your emotions, whatever they are. You can be in a bad mood today. You can be just anxious and nervous and off the chain. You can be mad. You can be sad. You can be rude. You can be anything you want to be. But that is not you. Those are how you feel. They're your emotions. Allowing yourself to always have your emotions is so freeing when you also at the same time remembered you are a heart-anchored person and you are not your emotions and you don't act from them, right? So feeling them, validating them, and then giving yourself a hot second before you make decisions so that you are not running yourself based off of your emotions. Instead, you're anchoring back into heart space and you're saying, all right, I'm going to need 24 hours to be a total spinning top about this. And then I'll see how I feel and make some decisions later, right? You don't need to rush. There is no rush. No rush, no rush, no rush, okay? So as we move into this week, as you move into your full moon situation, just ask yourself that question. You're like, which one? You've said so many things. The question is, where have you been lying to yourself in your life? And are you ready to stop doing that? That's it. And allow yourself the gift of understanding that as soon as you make that decision, the universe will jump to support whatever it is you need. Always will. Always. Especially when it comes to you saying, I'm moving into my healing. I'm moving into my truth. This is what you came here for. This is the big thing. This is your opus, right? This return to self, this alignment within you. This unlocks everything. So it's where you need to be. Now, quick reminder, we are in Taurus season until May 20th. That means everything that you've been working on, and I've said this already, but I'll say it again, everything you've been working on in the inside, it's going to start to pop in the outside as well. It's going to be fast, right? So the manifesting is quick, the creation is quick, and you're going to start seeing things in your physical world starting to appear based off of what you've been working on the past few months. So get ready for that, because it's going to be something. And also be mindful of that. Be mindful of the energy that you're using around you and what you're asking for, right? Staying in that alignment, because it is coming, it's coming fast. And Taurus season is going to be a lot of that. And again, a lot about your body and how your body is becoming that instrument of energy for you to attract what you want and repel what you don't want. Okay? So let's go ahead and grab a card from Sacred Rebels. See what's there, and then I'll send you on your way. It is Monday, and I believe that if you are interested in having a private reading, there's maybe one left tomorrow and a couple on Thursday. I don't know for sure, but there's a link. I've put my schedule out there. The relationship activation starts tomorrow. And if you DM me, I'll let you in, but I was supposed to have closed it at midnight last night, but I just want to make sure that people have time to do a little exercise before we get started tomorrow. So if you are interested in doing the relationship activation, you can sign up for that. Send me a DM and I'll give you a special code for an amazing discount, because I want everyone to be in that, because it's a big, big thing. And I think that's all I have for that, for the stuff that I'm doing this week. I don't know. It's just weird to me that this month is almost over. Like, how could May be here on Saturday? Super weird. All right, let's see what we got, my friends. Okay. Let's see. If you think I chose this deck because it doesn't have a Ragnarok card, you're also probably right. I'm tired of Ragnarok. All right, I have actually never pulled this card from this deck before. It's number 39, free from judgment, free to love. Very green, very heart chakra. Okay, and let's see what this has to say for us. Imagine a world so infused with bliss, love, and wonder that you naturally and always feel as safe as a nourished, cherished baby in the arms of the universal mother. Life mothers us with kindness, and sometimes when we need it to grow, through challenge as well. Accepting this mothering in its gentle and fierce phases can be difficult at times. Yet, there are those brave enough in spirit to go forth onto their life path with absolute trust in the universal mother. Some are even part of her plan to help mother others, so that they too can surrender fear and live more freely. This oracle comes with a message for you. You are learning about mothering and being mothered. You might not do this in a typical way. It might be through bearing children, but it could also be through adopting children, raising children, or otherwise taking care of children and loving them as if they were your own. You might also be learning how to mother on a rather different scale, working with groups, communities, causes, or purposes that need your devotion, your energy, your beliefs in their value, and your willingness to be wild as a tigress, or the supportive shoulder to lean upon in order to bring those worthwhile groups to life. You may also be an aspect of the universal mother on a spiritual level. Some people that do this are male, some are female. Some have children and some do not. Some are healers and some work in seemingly ordinary professions. They have a mothering aspect in common, and they love and respect life. They believe in life, are moved by compassion, and are genuinely encouraging and respectful of people. Rather than taking perverse delight when someone stumbles, they want to help. They are ordinary people with extraordinary natural tendency to nurture life around them. This oracle brings you confirmation that you are amongst the Universal Mother's special clan of nurturing spirits that help to honor life on this planet. You are also being asked to open up to receive more nurturing. You can do this for yourself. You can also choose to open up and allow others to nurture you. It might make you feel a little vulnerable at first, especially if you are not used to doing this, but you don't have to worry. You will get used to valuing yourself enough to know that needing love and affection from another is an opportunity, not only for you to receive, but for someone else to give, which involves them being received too. If you are tired and have been taking care of everyone else, then take some time to shift the pattern and allow life to support you too. The Universal Mother helps the helpers so they can keep helping. This works rather well, you see, for those that give so much to also receive abundantly. If you have been asking life for a solution to a specific difficulty you have been having, this oracle comes with the message that a solution is in gestation right now. The situation is already being sorted out, and the resolution will come to fruition very soon. Hold tight and wait for the imminent birth of that resolution. This is also a confirmation. If you are interested in working with children, the inner child, with art therapy for emotional healing, or any sort of uninhibited creative expression that helps dislodge social conditioning and open one up to more spontaneous, feeling-based existence, then yes, go ahead and do it. The Universal Mother is supporting you, and you cannot get a more powerful ally. This oracle also brings a message about love. You may find that you are loving, or soon will love, in a different way. You may worry about this love, given that it defies what you have known or been taught about love. Perhaps you are becoming able to love another tremendously, even though you don't have much of a personal relationship with them. You might question if this love is real. It is real. It is just happening at a different level to the love and attachment you experience when you are involved in a personal relationship with someone. It is not more or less, it is just a different facet of love. It may be that you are opening up to love the planet and her creatures, including the animals, the ocean-dwelling life, your own body, the trees, and so on, more than before. You may feel passionately purposeful about giving your time and energy to causes that protect and nurture the earth and her creatures. You are affirmed in this love too. The Universal Mother is operating through you to nurture life. She will support you in your work so that you can continue to come from love and not become drained, depleted, or lost in despair or fear of futility. Instead, you will be energized and expanded by your dedicated service to life. Well then, yes, Rose, this is a big Cancer message, that's for sure. So there you go. That definitely softened the edges for this morning. I will put this card in my stories and post it in the Restoration Facebook group. Whew. I hope you have a really good day. I hope that you feel more in your body and you feel calmer and you feel supported and loved. I hope you know that I'm here holding space for you always and sending you lots of love on your adventures on this Monday and for this amazing full moon in Scorpio. Deep breaths, and I will see you I am not going to be on Wednesday morning. I am sorry to say, but I have a thing I'm doing. So I will see you Thursday night for channeling with the Purple Crescent. And if you need anything, reach out. I have one more spot left for mirror sessions. So if that is you, send me a DM. I love you so much. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and follow.